Okay, I'm leaving Land's End at the end of the Homer Spit in Homer, Alaska. Thought I'd get a few miles of what the spit looks like without a lot of traffic, hopefully, because yesterday was nuts. There's the Seafarers Memorial. A lot of plaques to fishermen that have lost their life at sea. And this little tower thing, it looks like a lighthouse. That's the Salty Dog, very famous saloon here at the Homer Spit. Very small, but very popular. And you can see there's already a bunch of cars here. Not as bad as yesterday, but still. For 9 o'clock in the morning. The stores haven't opened yet. This place was packed with people yesterday. The spit is basically, I think it's a glacial moraine, remnants of a glacial moraine that has been added to. Extends about 4 miles into the bay. About 58 degrees this morning, slight breeze, and a little bit of high cloud cover. We'll see what the day brings in terms of weather. Coming south yesterday, there was quite a strong wind. We'll see what it looks like today. Appears to be low tide, quite a bit of beach uncovered. And that is the Homer Spit.
Well, good afternoon. I'm in Soldotna, Alaska. Had to get some gas and also had a little electrical problem I needed to diagnose. Turns out I had a burnt out fuse on my accessory power cord for the phone and GoPro and that sort of thing. So once I found a bad fuse and replaced it, I think we're on the road again. So that's it for now. Headed off to Seward. See you there. Good evening. Well, it's been a couple of days. Last night was kind of hectic, so I didn't do a status. So let me start with that one. So yesterday, I went to Homer. The drive down the Kenai Peninsula is not very spectacular. It's a road, nothing fancy about it. It's no great visual highlights. Although I did stop in Nilchik and visited the Greek Orthodox Church and cemetery that's there. And then from there, went down to Homer, out onto the Spit, and checked out. I was staying at the hotel right at the very end of the Spit. The room wasn't ready yet, so I went back into town and I got some dinner and came back out to the Salty Dog. Had to check that out. A pretty small, cramped place, lots of dollar bills everywhere. But overall, my impression of the Spit was negative. I was very disappointed how commercial it was. Parking was a madhouse. It was like downtown San Francisco. You couldn't find a place to park, even on a motorcycle. And spots that were available were being charged for. So disappointed in that. It's a cool feature sticking out 4 miles into the bay, but I'll pass next time. Although I did have a really good experience. I took the ferry boat across the bay to the Sultry restaurant. That was a neat ferry ride out there, about almost an hour to get there. And then just a spectacular locale across the bay where the Sultry is located. Just an idyllic scene. If you ever have a chance, it's really, really worth going. And then you take the ferry boat back at 10 o'clock, or you arrive at 10 o'clock. A little walk back to the hotel to burn off my dinner. And that was yesterday. Absolutely gorgeous view out of the window of my hotel at the Land's End Lodge there. And then today I left there. I went to Anchor Point because I missed it yesterday. I wanted to get a picture by the sign of the westernmost point of the U.S. highway system, which after some hunting around, I finally found it. The one on the highway itself is really dilapidated and can't read all the words, but there's a state park out on the coast that has a even better sign. That's the one I took a picture of. From there, went up and got gas up again in Soldata, and then up and around the curve into towards Seward. Before I got into Seward, I went up to the Exit Glacier. It's about a 10-mile drive. That's probably worth it. Bring your hiking shoes. It's quite a hike up to even just the glacier viewpoint. But if you want to go even farther, there are other trails there. If you have a couple of days, I'd suggest taking the longer hike, but I didn't have that time. Beautiful weather both days. It's been in the 60s. Even in the morning, it's been high 50s. Hasn't rained on me once yet. A little bit of drizzle a couple of days ago in the morning when I left Cooper Landing, but otherwise it's been really nice weather. Never even turned on my heated gear yet. And tonight I made it down to Seward. It's a gorgeous ride down here. Seward's kind of a quaint downtown area. Went downtown for dinner tonight. A very nice downtown area. or I guess the business district. And so there we are so far. So day 3 down. Overall, things have been very well. The bike's been running really good. Haven't had any trouble whatsoever with the bike. Although today I mentioned in one of the videos, I thought I had a bad fuse on my accessory circuit. I replaced the fuse because when I opened up the circuit, the old fuse kind of fell apart in my hand. So I carry spare fuses. I replaced it, did my video thinking everything was done, and then I found out it's still not working. And I believe I've isolated it to the adapter pigtail that goes between the SAE 2-pin and the flat, like a flat USB cable. I think that adapter has gone south on me because all the other components work independent of that one. But when I put that one in the circuit, I can't charge anything while I'm riding the bike. So I have to figure a way around that. So I rode pretty much the day today blind without a GoPro, without my phone. That's a little bit of a pain. But anyway, we'll figure out a way around that. Rode without those things for many years. I'm sure I can figure out how to do it again. Otherwise, what else? Things have been going smoothly. I haven't had any issues with any other problems. It's been a good trip so far, particularly the weather. All right, so I'll sign off for now. Tomorrow we're headed over to Whittier, and have another short day. I got a couple of stops tomorrow as well. So we'll see you then.